Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all.
Hey guys, it's day 14 of Halloween, and let's start on this electric skull. I am using a jumbo milk pen by NYX to map out like the essential design of the skull, and then I'm using Snazaroo water activated face paint to fill it in. I am filling the eye sockets in with a fine detailed paintbrush and using black water activated face paint to fill it in. And I wanted to give the eyes like kind of a jagged feel, so I made them come to a point in the corner, which I think ended up looking pretty awesome. Okay, so the teeth are the hardest but most important part of this entire tutorial. So I started out making a line and then filling in the teeth roughly where most of my teeth fall, but really selling the shape is like super hard. So I did all the lines, and then in order to make the teeth come together like they do underneath the skin, if you look at your gums, you have to bring them to a point. So I did almost essentially like a little house shape, where above the teeth I kind of brought them together at a point to like show that there's more tooth extending. When I start filling in the teeth with white, you'll see I'm going to get a little confused and things are going to get a little lost. And to be honest with you, this is one of the points where I almost gave up on this look. But if you keep going, you'll be really surprised like how far you can get. Just because something isn't looking right at first, it all comes together with the outlining and the black details. So just don't give up if you feel lost. For the sake of keeping the outlining really thin around the teeth, I ended up using my Tarte felt tip liquid liner. This is the second point where I wanted to scratch this look. If you notice, some black lines ended up showing up. I didn't have a guide picture to look at for this, but I realized all of a sudden I started looking like a clown and less like a skull, and realized that those black lines should not be there. So please hear me out. If you make a mistake, fix it. Don't scrap your entire look. This has actually been my favorite of all the Halloween series, and had I just like thrown it out, I mean, I could have lost this entire masterpiece. Just don't give up, please. Just hear me. So the black line that I covered with white paint around the teeth actually ended up working to my advantage because I needed some shading to really pull the teeth together. So I took the little tips of the houses that I drew around the teeth and pulled that down and mixed it into that already black and white paint, and it gave me the gray, and it ended up giving me exactly the amount of detail I needed to really make these teeth. And now I'm just going to go back around all the teeth and outline them again because I lost most of the outlining when I did my shading. To give my skull more detail, I am going to go around pretty much the entire perimeter of the face and add cracks to my skull. And I just did this with black water activated paint. And I started heavy from where I wanted the crack to start, and then from there I just lifted my brush more as I went to give to the crack like a thinner ending. I added some adorable gold teeth because, you know, we gangsters. Okay, so bear with me because this is the third time I thought I completely ruined this look, but I left it in because I think it's so important to keep going when you make a mistake or do something you don't like. I was trying to make that really cool drippy effect that everybody keeps doing, and it turned out awful. So I started splattering some paint on my face, and I want a bigger splatter, so I used my fingers rather than a bristled brush. One heads up here, when you're splattering paint, keep your eye closed. And then I decided I absolutely hated my neck, so I went through and blended it out. It was really sheer, but I liked it a lot better than the drips. Okay, so here's the lowdown on how to do the splatter effect. You can do it one of two ways. Both of them, you'll need to water down your water activated paint, and then you can take a bristled brush that's got strong bristles, dip it in the paint, and then flick it towards your face. Two reasons I didn't do that is I didn't have a bristled brush and I wanted bigger splatters, so I just dipped my fingers in it and then flicked it all over my face, which made a mess. You can see it on my backdrop, but I thought it was pretty cool. Also, the paint that I am splattering on my face is the same paint from the earlier tutorials I've done on this channel. It is the Krylon AQUACOLOR Neon palette. And then I just popped on my wig. This wig is from Paramount Wigs in downtown Tampa, and I didn't exactly love it, so I tilted it to the side, give it a side part, and tuck some pieces in, and voila. The last detail I added, I popped in some white mesh contacts from Camoeyes.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah.